Hi there. In this video, I'm going to talk about an expression in PHP which is called as the for loop. Normally, a newbie learner of the programming language will often move to the for loop as soon as he starts getting the hang of the basics of the language. And in the first instance, the for loop looks a little bit complicated, but actually, it is not that complicated. So as you can see here, there are three parts to this for loop. First is the for keyword itself, and then there are three expressions in here, and then there's one statement. So let us try to understand what each of the uh, expression mean here, and what is this for keyword and the statement. The for statement takes three arguments called as the expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. So expression 1 is the initialization expression, so something like setting a variable to 0. The expression 2 is comparison variable, which tells the loop to break when the expression 2 indicates to the for loop when it's supposed to break when the condition expressed in the expression 2 has been matched, and the expression 3 indicates the uh, periodic interim and the expression 3 indicates the periodic increment of the certain kind of operator, and the expression 3 is about the periodic increment of the variable that is supposed to be checked in the expression 2, and till that time the expression 2 returns a valid value. The statements inside the for keeps on executing. So enough theory, let us just move on to the practical part of it. So if I have this PHP file and I'm going to write a for statement, so inside that for statement I'm going to echo the variable uh, and its value. So starting, so inside the for loop I'm going to output a variable which would be the uh, same one which is used to initialize and increment. So I'll just type in for statement and enclose the expressions in the brackets, and then I would initialize the variable $I equal to 0, and then I would say $I is less than 5 and $I plus plus. So as I just told you, first one is the initialization expression, second is the comparison expression, and the third one is the incremental expression. And inside the body of the for I'm going to put something very simple like echo and the value. So this loop is going to run from 0 to 4, and at the end of it it's going to break at 5. How come? So to understand that, we start mapping the values. So it will start from 0, move on to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So as you can see, the number of values here are 5. So when the I is less than 5, it will continue. And in the final round, when it exceeds 5, it will break. So just run this file. Let me save this file for you and then run it. Okay, so I'm going to run it now in the browser and check out what are the results. You can see if I ran for.php in the browser, all I'm going to get is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, the exact values that we had talked about in this scenario. So it has broken it when the value has reached 5. If you want to run it for 6 times, all you need to do is less than and equal to, and then it will print till 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how you run a very basic PHP loop. One of the interesting statement is called as break. So for example, if I have a condition that I want to break this when $I reaches 3, and the loop should not run beyond that, so all I need to do is if $I equal to 3, then it will just break. Let's run this and check it out. So as you can see, the loop has gone only to the value 3. The reason is that we have introduced this statement called as the break. So if there's indeed some kind of a condition which is like, will not be this simple in your projects or in your, frameworks, then at that time you can just break it by typing in the word break. When some condition is met, the for loop will exit. Another one is the continue. So if you just want to continue this without executing the further part of the for statement, so you can just make a statement like this: if $I equal to 1, comparison operator, then continue. So save it and let's check it out what happens. So it has echoed everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put echo after the condition so that we can understand the example. I will run this once again. Now you can see the 1 is gone. There's no 1 in here. The reason it happened was that when $I was equal to 1, we told the loop to continue. That means instead of going to the echo $I, it's gonna go from here to here, back to this, and then it will continue. So that is the reason it skipped 1. These are the 2 or 3 important parts of the for loop. You can make for more complicated by introducing logical operators like and do certain more kind of evaluations, by example, for doing something that changes the value of j to 0. This scenario, if we just run this once again, we'll find that the just change this to equal to 0 and save it, run it once again. You can have a little bit more complicated conditions in the evaluation expression. So for example, you can add additional evaluation expression by just putting the and for example, you are evaluating a variable which, if it is not equal to 0, then break it, and you're giving $j as some kind of variable such as 1. So let us see how it works in our browser. So there was no problem with the loop because the first expression was true and the second expression was also true. But if I make it $j equal to 0 and run this once again, nothing will be printed. The reason is simple, because though this expression has evaluated to true, but this is equal to 0 and hence evaluated to false. So one is true and another is false. That means the overall expression is false. Hence the loop was not even started. So I hope I was able to throw some light on the concept of for loop. If you have got any question, you can always comment on the comment box and let me know. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Thanks for watching.